What is happening, everyone? I'm doing a relatively simple video today consisting of replacing the OEM reverse bulbs on the vehicle for these LED bulbs that I picked up off Amazon. And also, unfortunately, my driver's rear side marker was giving me issues. We had rain here not too long ago, in which on my drive home, my brake lights turned off as well as my license plate lights, and my interior lights weren't working as well. So after some digging, I kept on finding that my brake light fuse kept on expiring, and then I ended up tracing it back to this side marker. Pretty much got some condensation in there, kept on shorting out the circuit, thus causing the concerns with the car. So I went ahead and just ordered a new set of side markers, in which I'm only going to replace this one because the other ones are still functioning just fine and they're still sealed, so it's good to have some spares on hand. Alright, so starting with the side marker is relatively easy. Just got to get a T15 Torx bit. We're going to go ahead and remove this driver's rear taillight just to gain access into the channel where the tabs for the side marker are. Pop those guys out, and then this guy should come right out. That T15 is located right under the taillight itself. Super easy to take out. Then that same tab where that T15 was, just go ahead and use that to pull the light fixture out. Pulls right out of place. Pop off that harness, and just like that, your tail light's out. You're gonna push that tab towards the back, and then the one on the front, push the tab towards the front. So just pop that rear one out. Just gonna go ahead, pop that front one out, and just like that, it comes right out. From this point, you can go ahead and take off the harness connector itself. Just like that, and voila, you got the side marker out. Might be a little hard to see on camera, but from when I was diagnosing it, trying to find that short circuit, you can still actually see some water in there causing that to happen. So it's a good thing I'm getting rid of this thing. All right, went ahead and matched up the replacement. This is going to be the brand new one that we're going to be installing. And as mentioned before, we're just going to do the one because I just want to have the others as spares, being that the ones on the card are still good. So I'll just replace them as they go bad. Before moving forward, just going to go ahead and clean these guys out just to make sure there's no moisture trapped in there, and then we'll slap it back onto the car. All right, so the way these work is wherever the stop bulb will go in, that's where you're going to connect this harness into. So I'm just going to go ahead and insert that guy in there, pop the harness back in. And then before clipping everything back into place, we're just going to make sure the polarity is correct. So just get that sitting there. Not going to pop it in just yet. All right, good as new. So now that we got the polarity figured out, let's go ahead and finish putting this guy back together. All right, just going to peel this plastic back ever so slightly. That way it doesn't get pinched between the body and the light fixture itself. And then it's as simple as just popping it back into place. There's some dowels, so just line those guys up, push it back in, and it should just clip. Just like that. Done. Brand new side marker. All right, side marker's back in, so I'm just going to pop the tail light back in. Not going to bore you guys with that, and then we'll move on to the LED reverse bulbs. All right, so the side marker that I replaced, I went ahead and hammered it apart just to see what happened exactly. Might be hard to tell, but this thing was literally full of water, and then when I turned around to see the LED plate itself, there's a lot of corrosion on this thing, so it looks like it's been compromised for quite some time now. I mean, you know, you get what you pay for, but it's so cheap that a replacement set was not even bad at all, so hey, at least I have spares now. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the reverse bulbs, which should be relatively simple. I believe all we have to do is just pop out a connector that's under there. Those things should pull right out, so let's get right to it. Right now we're under the rear diffuser. You don't have to remove anything for this, which is the beauty of it. So right in there, there's going to be that green connector. What we're going to do is remove that from the light bulb socket itself. You're going to twist that, pull it out, and then that should be that. Of course, these brittle plastic crap breaks. So this sits facing forward. There's a little connector. Squeeze that, it might break. Pull it out. Turn this counterclockwise until you feel it stop. It pops right out. So we're going to go ahead and replace that and then put that LED bulb in there. Oh yeah, that's so much better. All right, not going to bore you guys with doing the second one, so I'm just going to knock that out real quick. Honestly, you can just reach your hand in there and do it by feel. You don't even need to like raise the car or anything. I just raised it just for demonstration purposes, so let me knock that one out and then I'll be right back. Yeah, that's so much better. It's a lot brighter too, so it's definitely going to be more beneficial whenever I'm reversing out during the night because, of course, I have limo tint all around. So that pretty much wraps that up. For those following on Instagram, I don't know if you saw my story, these wheels are for sale because I do have some new wheels on the way. They are 3-piece wheels, so I'm getting a little bit experimental with that. They should hopefully be coming in next week, so as soon as they arrive, I'll go ahead and post a video on those with the test fit and everything, and then we will go from there. But yeah, you guys have a safe one, and I'll see you on the next one.